Hello everybody, Gannon here, and today we are going to be talking about why One Piece needs a Chameleon Zone.
I am on a whole nother level. Girl, he only fucked you over cause you let him. Girl, I guess he didn't know any better. Girl, that man didn't show me ever. Do all I can just to show you you're special. Certain it's your love that holds me together. Lately you say he been killing the vibe. Gotta be sick of this guy. Pull up skirt, get in the right. Left hand is steering, the other is gripping your thigh. Light up a spliff and get high. Shawty, you deserve what you been missing. Looking at you, I'm thinking he must be tripping. Play this song for me, tell him to sit down. Play this song for me. Down. Girl, said he
Alright guys, this is a video that I've actually been extremely excited to make. For one thing, it let me combine one of the two things that I love most, chameleons, and a little bit of Bryson Tiller. I decided to make kind of an AMV-like intro, so I hope that isn't too cringy, but on the other hand, I kind of, run an anime review and discussion channel, so can I really top that anyways? If you guys haven't really noticed yet, I really love chameleons. They are one of my favorite animals. If you haven't noticed, the kind of caricature I use around my channel a lot has a chameleon located on his shoulder, and I keep chameleons IRL. I have a couple chameleon enclosures. Currently I have a full-grown veiled chameleon named Bubby, and I love him to death. In about a month, I'm going to get a panther chameleon, which I'm really excited about. I love taking care of chameleons, I love feeding them, I love setting up misting systems and building cool new enclosures. It's pretty much going to be one of my lifelong hobbies, and I'm really excited to talk to you guys about why I think a chameleon should be added into the One Piece universe. We have tons of zones in the One Piece universe currently, and it bugs me a little that we kind of lack quite a bit of reptile zones. Currently we only have the cobra fruit, and I think the python or the boa constrictor fruit, and those are the Gorgon sisters of Amazon Lily, Boa Hancock's sisters, but we need a chameleon fruit in One Piece. To my knowledge, chameleons and kind of chameleon depictions have only been shown about twice in all of One Piece. One is a cover story, which is one of my favorite images of all time, of Sanji buying cabbage from chameleon farmers, and then the other one is a non-canon character called Chameleon, which appeared in One Piece premiere show 2012, which is a live-action non-canon show that they do of One Piece. I think they do yearly. I don't know if they're still doing it. I'm just going to assume they are. I haven't done really a lot of research on it. Basically, he was a man who was depicted wearing a chameleon costume, and he had the ability of the Copy no Mi, which is one of the most OP devil fruits ever thought of. It's just basically the ability to copy other devil fruit powers. He had a bounty of 300 million berries, and while I think he's an awesome character, we have so much more potential for creating a cooler character that can depict a chameleon in the One Piece series, actually using the abilities and powers of a chameleon. Chameleons, if you guys don't know, are probably one of the most unique and awesome animals ever. They have two eyes that can move independently of each other, and they have almost 360-degree perfect vision. When it comes to attacking their prey or just eating bugs, both of their eyes will lock onto their target right before they're about to strike. I see this all the time with my chameleon at home when he's sniping his crickets or if I'm feeding him a hornworm or something. If a person in the One Piece universe were to have the ability of a giant chameleon fruit, I'm just going to go off the assumption that I want this to be a giant chameleon because the Gorgon sisters kind of turn into giant snakes, so I think it's only fair that this person turns into a giant chameleon. For one thing, it would be totally badass. It would be like the one that Pain summons in Naruto, but probably a little bit smaller. On top of their amazing vision, a chameleon has an extremely strong tongue, okay? They can shoot their tongue at about 20 feet per second, okay? Which means it accelerates from 0 to 20 feet, 6 meters per second in about 20 milliseconds. A rate so fast that Google says it defies the general principles of power production in muscles, which, if projected onto a larger scale, like let's say a person wielding a giant Chameleon Zoan fruit, that would be fucking insane. Not only that, but let's say they coated their tongue in hockey. Probably would take a whole man's face off. Chameleon tongues are also more like a muscle. They're sticky and they're able to pull their prey back, So imagine if somebody not only used a hockey projected giant cannonball of a tongue towards an enemy, but then brought them right back and then just punched them right in the fucking jaw with a hockey-covered fist. That would be both epic and extremely deadly, and I would love to see that depicted in One Piece. Chameleons also have these really awesome, unique claws and feet that allow them to grab onto branches, making them pretty much professional climbers. My chameleon can basically climb up anything he wants, whether it be drapes, my dresser, his cage, any branch. He will be able to get up any tree he wants because they are so adept at climbing things. These kind of like claws that constrict over kind of like a branch-shaped thing, they are extremely strong, so if they were to be proportionalized into a giant chameleon, I can just envision one with a hockey-clad chameleon hand just totally decapitating somebody or ripping off somebody's arm, which again is super metal. Chameleons also have a prehensile tail which they could use to climb on and hold on to branches like a monkey. A chameleon fruit user could potentially use this prehensile tail to get a hold of and capture their enemies. Lastly guys, this factor I'm kind of bringing up the idea for just to make the fruit a little bit more viable, since anybody who actually knows a thing about chameleons knows that chameleons are not conscious camouflagers and they do not change the color of their skin to match their surroundings. A chameleon fruit could potentially be one of the very few devil fruits that turns the user invisible. I think the only two I can think about right now are Psycho P's Color fruit from the non-canon Heart of Gold special, and also Absalon's Clear fruit. Both of those fruits give the ability to turn the user invisible. But with the chameleon fruit, the user could also turn invisible by changing the color of its skin, similar to Melioron from the Hunter x Hunter universe. Chameleons actually change the color of their skin by contracting and retracting these nanocrystals that reside in idiophore cells, and when they tense up or tense down their skin, light refracts in different ways based on how these nanocrystals are aligned. And the tenseness of the skin is, of course, based off their mood. So chameleons will actually just change color based off their mood and how they're feeling, and so if a chameleon is kind of lighter, it's showing bright colors, it's either puffing up to fight or it's just in a really good mood. If it has darker, more tense colors, then that means that it's upset or angry. Anyways guys, just think about it, okay? A Chameleon Zoan would be absolutely perfect. The powerful tongue, the powerful constricting claws, the prehensile tail, the almost perfect vision, accompanied by the ability to potentially turn completely invisible. I think this fruit would be extremely fun to see and viable in the One Piece universe. But let me know what you guys think. I'm really excited to hear what you have to say about in the comment sections, because this is a topic that I'm really passionate about. If you think that I've analyzed something wrong or just brought up a dumb point in general, please leave it down in the comments. I love reading comments from you guys, as I've said a bunch of times before. If you enjoyed the video, slap a like on it. If you didn't, slap a dislike. And always remember, if you'd like to continue seeing content like this, please slap that subscribe button. Anyways guys, as always, I will see you in the next one.